Chief Michon Morrow, and Investigator Joe Villamonte, President of the Lincoln Police Union. Public safety is our community's and my administration's top priority, and central to our public safety commitment is the recruitment and retention of our police officers. And that's why we have worked diligently with the Lincoln Police Union to fairly compensate our officers for the truly important service that they provide to keep our community safe. This work and other investments we have made in public safety have paid dividends, as LPD staffing levels currently sit at 97% of authorized strength. And today I'm really pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement that will continue this success with officer recruitment and retention by increasing wages 17% over the next 3 years, subject to approval by our City Council. The City of Lincoln continues to offer competitive wages for law enforcement positions, ensuring that we attract and retain high-quality officers and sergeants. And under the new contract with the Lincoln Police Union, officer pay and sergeant pay exceed starting pay of other regional law enforcement agencies, while remaining competitive at the top end. And overall, Lincoln's wage structure demonstrates a commitment to fair, competitive compensation that supports recruitment, retention, and employee satisfaction, reinforcing our dedication to public safety and operational excellence. I really want to take a moment just to thank the negotiation team that worked hard to secure this agreement, including Tim Cronin and Matt Franken, Ryan Witzel, Dan Linzer, Alan Grell, Gary Young, Scott Jarecki, Trent Peterson, Andy Ripley, and Rick Hoppy. And I also want to thank Joe Villamonte and everyone at the Lincoln Police Union for working with us in a spirit of cooperation. This was truly one of the smoothest negotiations we have undertaken in recent years. The negotiations were conducted in a spirit of good faith, and they began in May and concluded last month. And during that time, we worked through all the components that make up a labor agreement: salary, benefits, hours, and more. The city and the union jointly reviewed over 40 proposals that led to the mutually agreed upon terms, which present numerous benefits for our employees and make operational enhancements. A few of the highlights of the proposed 3-year contract include a wage package that raises salaries 6% in the current fiscal year, 6% in the next fiscal year, and then 5% in fiscal year 26-27, for a total increase, as I mentioned earlier, of 17% over 3 years. Increases to premium pay for longevity, field training officer, and special assignments. A wellness initiative that will expand from a trial program led by the chief to a contracted program, and increases from 90 minutes a week to 2 hours a week. And leave benefits that offer various enhancements, including clarification that probationary employees may use their accrued sick and vacation leave. And thank you to our HR director, Barb McIntyre, who's here with us, for her attention to those kinds of provisions in particular. This new contract supports LPD's ability to keep pace with Lincoln's growth and to deliver excellent safety and health outcomes for our community members, while also ensuring proper compensation for our officers and their families. The Lincoln City Council is scheduled to hold a public hearing and vote on the resolution to adopt the contract on September 29th. The new contract will take effect upon the council's approval and my signature. Here to share more about the agreement and how it will keep our community safe is Lincoln Police Chief Michon Morrow. Chief, thank you so much for your leadership, and thanks for being here today.
Again, thank you, Mayor, and good morning to everyone here with us today. Just want to remind everyone that the mission of the Lincoln Police Department is to provide quality services that promote a safe and secure community. Our team is committed and will remain committed to protecting the safety of all who call Lincoln home. We're blessed that LPD is one of the premier and highest paid law enforcement agencies in the state. And this new contract provides competitive wages for our officers and improves our ability to recruit and retain into the future. The increase in longevity pay allows us to recognize their dedication, the time that they spend with us in our profession at LPD, serving our community. It really showcases the strong commitment they have to be here in Lincoln. In July, we proudly welcomed one of the largest LPD recruit classes in the past 25 years, with 22 new recruits entering our training academy. This achievement reflects years of dedicated work, showcasing the value of our profession and how the next generation of officers can find their calling right here at LPD. It highlights our commitment as well to providing competitive wages and benefits that will only further strengthen our ability to attract high-quality candidates to our department and our city. We encourage anyone interested in pursuing a career with LPD to take advantage of these financial enhancements with this contract by applying at joinlpd.com. Thank you to Mayor Gaylor Baird, Investigator Villamonte, and all those involved in the negotiation process for their hard work and collaboration to positively impact those who serve with us today and those who will join us tomorrow and into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much, Chief. And here today is Joe Villamonte, President of the Lincoln Police Union. And I just want to say thank you for the extra time you put in to represent our union and for all you do for our city and for working with us to address issues that are important to police officers. We'd love to hear from you too, Joe.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the Lincoln Police Department, Lincoln Police Union would like to thank Mayor Baird for her commitment to public safety and her investment into our membership. I'd also like to thank Mayor Baird's staff and members of the City Council for their continued commitment to public safety. Our membership recognizes that Mayor Baird and her staff are deeply committed to keeping this agency and one of the best in the nation and keeping this city as one of the safest in the nation. I want to thank Chief Morrow and her staff for advocating for our members during this process, and I want to thank Barb McIntyre and her staff for professionalism and commitment during the negotiation process. I'm honored to represent Lincoln's finest, and we are committed to keeping Lincoln one of the safest cities in the United States. Thank you.
There's a reason that says Lincoln's finest over in the mirror in our headquarters. Thank you for what you do. We look forward to building on the success of this contract agreement as we continue to work to support our police officers and, as you said, make Lincoln the healthiest, safest capital city in the country. That is a commitment we all share. And with that, we would be happy to open up this press conference for questions from the media who are here.
Hi, Peter. I'm a reporter with the Lincoln Journal-Star. You all said that this is going to make Lincoln Police Department, if it's not already, one of the highest paying, law enforcement agencies in the state. Is it, the second highest after Omaha? What does that look like? Is any more specifics on other agencies that might pay more than LPD?
Sure, take
that. Each department in the state of Nebraska undergoes their contract negotiation at varying points in time. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of difficult to put our finger on that. What we're proud to say is with these negotiations and the contract that we have moving mm-hmm. forward, mm-hmm. still puts us in the top three. Okay. But I don't have full comparisons. Okay. If you wanted to look at one in particular, we would just share that we really closed the gap with Omaha Police Department, and again, we're very proud of that and believe that our department is highly competitive when we look at wages, overall benefits, and just the opportunities that we have to serve in the Lincoln community and how incredible it is to be here.
Okay, just a quick follow-up. How you talked about retention in the police department and making it a welcoming place for people to have careers. How important is, the monetary compensation to that, or are there other factors that can help with retention?
There are a lot of factors. Wage is obviously a part of it. We want our officers to feel that they're comfortable raising their family here and doing so based on their needs for us to be able to keep them here when we're asking them to serve 365. They're 24/7, so many working third shift, weekends, holidays, and so being able to have a competitive wage and other benefits that we didn't talk about today, like shift differential, is important for us in being able to give back and provide to them for all that they continue to give to our community.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you so much for being here to join us to hear more about our efforts to recruit and retain our officers and make Lincoln one of the safest cities in the country.